For the rugged, for the rugged. Been a little too nice to y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all.
What's going on, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel, and on this YouTube channel I like to talk about all things business related, marketing related, sales funnels related, obviously, and a bunch of other things, lifestyle, motivation, self-development. But in this video, I'm specifically going to be talking about Facebook ads. And the reason for that is because I got a comment on one of my older videos from Hayden Humphrey. For one of the next videos, can you go through the steps you use when you're testing ads on Facebook? Thanks for the vids with the 100 emoji. Thanks, Hayden, and I like to keep it 100 with you too, bro. Anyways, by no means will I say I am the expert when it comes to Facebook ads, because I am at a point where I am just starting to really understand the platform, and I think in about another 6 months to a year I will be able to say that I feel very, very comfortable inside of the Facebook ad platform. But as I'm starting to get success, what do I see working well for me? Well, that is what I'm going to talk about inside of here, and it is the number one thing that I am testing inside of my ads. And then after I figure this out, I start testing the other things. So the first thing that you should be worrying about is having a very good offer. I don't know if I've made a video on this quite yet, but if not, I'll just briefly go over it right now. You want to make sure that your offer is very specific to who it is that you are trying to sell to. Someone should be able to look at your offer and go, oh, that is obviously for me. And the reason for that is because the first thing that I start testing inside of my Facebook ads are multiple types of audiences, whether it be lookalikes with interest placed on top of them, as well as just interest-based audiences, different places, actual countries. I'll go into Facebook Audience Insights and see different interests that may work and do different variations of those interests, do different age groups. I'm testing all of these things to find out which audience resonates with my offer the most. And then as I'm testing that, I also test either anywhere from 2 to 4 different creatives. I'll try to keep the copy the same, or I may just do 2 different variations of the copy. And the reason for that is because I want to pinpoint what's working on every single level. I need to know which audience resonates with my offer the most. And the reason for that is because once I figure that out, I can only market to them, and then I can get the most bang for my buck every single time, because I know that audience wants to see what it is that I have to sell. Once I figure that out, I need to figure out exactly which sort of messaging works well for them. Is it more of a negative sort of connotation? Is it more of a happy, positive connotation? Is it more of a us versus them sort of thing? Is it more of a community-based thing? What sort of messaging resonates with this audience the most? Or usually at the same time that I'm figuring that, I'm also figuring out what sort of creative works best for them as well. Is it videos? Is it pictures? Is it some sort of combination of the both? Is it testimonials that works best for them? You're gonna see that a certain type of creative is going to work the best, as well as a certain type of messaging, but you can't figure out which one of those work the best if you don't know your number one target audience that's going to work the best. So that is going to be first on the list. Once you figure out the target audience, you're able to dive so much deeper into that. I speak a lot about knowing exactly who it is that you should be selling to, because once you figure that out, you're able to gear your messaging, gear your offer more specifically to them, to the point where as they're looking, as they're reading, as they're listening to whatever it is that you're putting in front of them on Facebook, on Instagram, on stories, they feel like, oh, this is very specifically for me. This is something that was made with me in mind, and because of that, I'm going to take another look at that. They may not buy it right there on the spot, but the thing about Facebook ads is you don't always need a purchase right there on the spot, but all you need to get them to do is watch a video for a certain amount of time, or even better, click a link and go to a page so that you can actually retarget them later. So you want to get the most engagement that you can possibly get so that you can retarget them later and then get purchases later on. And the way you do that is by figuring out exactly which audience is going to resonate with your offer the most. So that is what I'm thinking about when I'm testing different Facebook ads, testing to see what works. One thing I'll also say, which I heard inside of a podcast, is that for every 7 ads that you place, usually you'll only have one actual winning Facebook ad. So keep that in mind as you're placing your ads, as you're testing different things. If you're winning 1 for 7, be like, yes, I got this. I'm actually headed on the right track. If you're doing a little less than that, then take that as a sign that you need to test different things. And a lot of times your offer is okay. If you're not getting any sales, then you're probably just putting your offer in front of the wrong people, which is just a waste of ad dollars, and you can lose a lot of money real fast with that. The other point that I would like to make is, as you're figuring out what works the best, you want to put a little bit of money in at first. Put a little bit of money in, see what's actually getting you the result that you want, and then as you start getting positive results, start putting more money into what's working. Don't put a lot of money in at first unless you just have a big ad budget. That is the difference between doing direct response marketing and just going out and just like crushing it immediately. If you have $100, $1,000 to spend a day on Facebook ads, then like more power to you. You're able to just dump a bunch of money in, test an audience, and figure out whether or not it's working within a week. But if you're working with smaller budgets like I am, then the best thing that you could possibly do is spend a little bit of money, let the ads run for like a week, maybe 2, see what sort of results you get, and then whatever looks like it's starting to work, start putting more into what's working, and you'll start to see if you're getting returns or if you start getting diminishing returns, and then just adjust based off of what's actually getting you results. So that is what I have to say about testing on Facebook ads. Once again, thank you for the question. If you got value out of this video and you learned something, all I ask is that you hit that subscribe button below. Also have a Facebook group that you can join, which you'll also have a link to below. And if you would like your question answered in any of my videos, all you have to do is comment below. Let me know what you would like to see in a future video. And I always look at every single comment. I like every single one of them. I comment back every single time. So if you want to catch my attention, the best way to do it is in the comments below or inside of the Facebook group. Now, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.